Hello and welcome to a word of hope for the Sunday, September 21st, the 25th week of Ordinary Time. I'm Father Bob Keller, speaking to you from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and our Dominican house here of St. Catherine of Siena. One of the most provocative statements that I can remember in the gospel Jesus speaks about, he says today, "For the children of this world are more prudent or shrewd in dealing with their own generation than the children of light." That's kind of an indictment. The story that he gives is about the steward who is he's shysting his owner and the people that are borrowing from him. He's getting extra money and all that. The owner, who is honest, finds that and is gonna fire him. So the guy turns around and he makes deals that really look so good because the people their bills are cut in half. And so they think this guy is fantastic, or the owner is fantastic. Well, the owner is watching this, can't do anything about it, but he realizes that this man who holds money dearly is able to let it go for something that's important, especially relationships. It's amazing. And he's saying, how about the children of light? Are we as wise, or even shrewd, if you will? We have been entrusted with a gift of salvation. So for us, in our relationships, when do we let go of a grudge? Or how might we use money? Yeah, use money, because he talks about using even soiled money. How do we use it that's wise? And I have a story that I remember in a place that I was working at. We wanted to do something for El Salvador, so it'd be a great work. And what we had found out was they needed latrines for, obviously, health, keep the water safe there. So what the congregation did, or the few in the congregation did, is we sold toilet paper to our parishioners as a sign for the latrine. It sounds gimmicky, and it is, but it was using money in a powerfully good way, but in a way that people would want to give, because it was sort of a game, and it was also something they were generous for. This is not the only way, but it just reminds me of how do we use the resources of the world for the sake of salvation. Because our salvation is not saying bad to the world and get away from the world, but rather, how do we integrate faith in the world? So it's how do we work? How do we use these resources so that we can even show in the small matters how salvation permeates all things, that God reigns over all.